You're listening to the Freelance Blend Podcast, episode 146.
Welcome to the Freelance Blend Podcast, where we entertain, educate and engage freelancers from the Philippines and across the globe. And now, here's your host, Marv De Leon.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freelance Blend Podcast. This is your host, Marv De Leon. This is episode number 146. And I'm really glad to be back. I just came from a very well-deserved vacation in Tokyo, Japan with the family. And I thought of sharing with you, like before, yung mga things that I learned from my trips. Like before, I went to the US and also I went to Hong Kong. And after that, I created podcast episodes telling you about what I learned about the trip and what I discovered na meron sa bansa na yon na wala sa Pilipinas. Kaya I entitled it Walang Ganyan sa Pinas. It's not meant to put down our country, but it's really just an observation of what's different, what's good about the country na pinuntahan ko, and what maybe we can do or maybe copy or practice here in our country, hopefully, kung kaya. So I really love doing these episodes, and I want while I am abroad, I'm also thinking about yung mga ano ba yung pwede kong i-share sa inyo, especially if you haven't been there to that place. So this is entitled 16 Things I Will Miss About Tokyo. The Walang Ganyan sa Pinas vlog. But before that, I would like to thank our sponsor, Golans. Before we continue with the show, I would like to talk about one of the latest platforms for us freelancers. Have you heard of Golans? Well, you should. They're an up-and-coming platform and currently rely 100% on their freelancers to drive their sales. Opening an account is so easy. You can sign up using your Facebook or LinkedIn account and you're good to go. What's great about Golans is their affiliate program. They pay 10% commission on their fees to their freelance partners for life. You hear that? You refer somebody once, he earns on Golans, and you get paid for life. Now that's passive income. What's more, their fees to freelancers are among the lowest in the industry, and they're constantly working to find the right freelancer for the right employer. Do yourself a big favor. It's totally free to sign up. Just log on to freelanceblend.com/golance. That's freelanceblend.com/GOLANCE. Now to activate your referrals, sign up for an account, click on the referrals tab, and refer everybody you know. They pay for not just your freelance referrals but also for employer referrals too. And again, they pay you for life. So this is an income stream in itself, and it's a great way to get the word out about this amazing platform while making lots of profit. That's Golans. Again, just go to freelanceblend.com/golans. Alright, thank you again, Golans, for supporting Freelance Blend. Before we go into this, yung 16 things that I will miss about Tokyo, I'd like to invite you guys to our Blenders Party on December 9 at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to Sawa. It will be at Union Bank Plaza in Ortigas. Thank you to our friends at Ion Bank /Union Bank, sila Mo Soriano and his team for supporting us and lending us their place for our party. So I can't wait for that. So it's our maybe our last meet up of the year. And of course, it's not just a meet up, it's a bit more mas masaya. I mean, kasi before sa meet ups, it's medyo sharing and hindi ganun ka medyo serious. But for the party, it's time for us to chill and relax. And ang theme for this party is the office life party. So bakit the office life? Since we as freelancers don't usually get to wear office attire, unlike our counterparts na employees who are in the corporate world, and yung mga counterpart natin sa corporate world, usually sa Christmas party lang sila nakakapag dress up. I mean, instead of wearing their day-to-day attire, office attire, so dun sila nagka-casual or nagka-costume for their party. Alam ko kasi galing ako doon eh. So, baliktad naman, since tayo naman, as freelancers, we don't wear uniform or office attire. So, it's our chance to be like our counterparts, and that's why it's the office life ang theme natin. And I'm sure it will be fun to see guys like John Pagulayan, sila Shoden, sila Mamu Liberty, and the other blenders to be in office attire. And of course, ako rin mag-office attire. So, hulaan nyo na lang kung ano yung isusuot ko sa party. So, I hope to see you guys there. Hanggang November 18 na lang ang pag-sign up kasi we need to finalize and kasi we need the exact count for the caterer kasi nga the fee now is 700 and it includes already food and drinks. So kasi originally we thought of making it as a potluck, pero now ano na tayo, cater na lang para hindi na masyadong hassle. So if you're still not a member of my Facebook group, please go to freelanceblenders.com, join the group, I'll approve you, and then go to the pin post to see how to join the party. Or you can see sa wall mismo yung poster ng party, just click that, and dun sa ilalim niya yung description ng party on how to join. So I hope to see you guys there. Now, I would like to talk about yung main topic natin for this podcast episode, the 16 things I will miss about Tokyo. And it's been dumating kami like 5-6 days ago, and I still feel the hangover from Tokyo. I mean, kami, hindi lang ako, pati yung wife ko and my kids, we really fell in love with the country, with the city, Tokyo. Ako nga, it's my second time, but my first time kasi 1986 pa, so I don't really remember a lot. But so technically, this is my first time, and I was really blown away by the beauty, by the tranquility, by the ano pa ba? Everything talaga is a new experience and a positive experience, and that's why I was able to encapsulate that into 6 things. But also, before I talk about this, I'd like to thank our sponsor for that trip, which is my high school friend, the Laurel family, for hosting us sa kanilang home for the 6 days that we stayed there. It was really a time for us to bond also with their family, and we were able to experience ano ba yung life ng isang expat family. They're not OFW, more of expat, pero siguro OFW na rin. The life of an OFW family in Tokyo. And yeah, it's sila naman sanay na sa ganyong lifestyle kasi they were previously assigned in Switzerland. But yeah, I'd like to thank them for hosting us and bringing us to the places, and teaching us about the day-to-day mga day-to-day stuff na dapat malaman about Tokyo while we were going around the city. So we actually just stayed in Tokyo. Hindi kami pumunta sa other places like Osaka and Kyoto. We wanted to focus on the main city kasi I'm sure yung 6 days, actually yung 6 days nga bitin pa. There's more to explore about the country of Japan. And ito nga yung 16 things that I learned. I will miss about Tokyo. Number one is yung vendo machine. They have everything is automated. Alam naman natin na ang Japanese are into high-tech electronics and stuff, and it goes not just sa mga toys but even sa day-to-day life nila. So that's why wala masyadong sari-sari store. So they have vendos for everything. So of course the drinks, the food, even you can exchange money at the airport. May machine doon. So we get to exchange money through a physical store or meron talagang brick and mortar store na kailangan natin puntahan dito sa Pilipinas para makapag-exchange ng currency, but there vendo lang. Even other stuff like ordering at a restaurant. So mga gulat ka na merong machine outside. Walang waiter na kukuha ng order mo. You order first sa vendo outside or minsan within the restaurant. It's easy naman kahit siya naka-Japanese characters. May pictures naman, pasok mo lang ang pera mo and ipipindot mo yung kung ano yung gusto mong food, and then you'll get a ticket na ipipresent mo sa usually yung nasa kitchen na eh. Diretso na eh. So it saves them time to taking things down, and at the same time it saves them time to yung delivering the orders to the chef. So diretso na talaga sa nagluluto. You just need them to give the stub or the ticket sa tao na yon. So you can actually run a restaurant without waiters. So amazing talaga. So yun yung some of the even payment for parking, vendor rin. I know we have that here pero hindi pa ganun ka spread out sa buong bansa. So that's the number one thing talaga, automation with vendos. Number two is the bus system. I was also amazed and I will miss yung kanilang bus system because here I don't really take the bus kasi nga we have a car and may Uber na. But for Japan, medyo may Uber but it's expensive. And yung friend ko, yung friend ko is living in kumbaga suburbs, mga bahay. So it's about 1 kilometer away from the train station. So para ka makapunta sa train station, okay lang naman lakarin mga 10-15 minutes, or you can go to the bus stop, bus stop, tapos yung bus dadaling ka sa train station. Kumbaga yung bus para siyang yung jeep dito. It's very efficient. May designated bus stops, and malalaman mo sa bus stop yung mga times. Usually they follow the time kung ano man yung nakalagay. Let's say 9:37 talaga sila darating doon. At the same time, basta alam mo yung bus number mo, you will know that by asking talaga, kasi sometimes good thing nga nandun yung friend ko and naaralan nila. So once alam mo na yung bus number mo, kung ano yung dapat mo sakyan and kung saan yung bus stop, there's also a website where you can go to na sasabihin sa'yo how far na yung bus na from the stop. So ibig sabihin, let's say 10 yung stop, 10 yung total stops ng bus na yon. So malalaman mo how far nasa na siya na. So is he 9 stops away, 8 stops away. Syempre palapit siya ng palapit sa stop, malalaman mo. So you can prepare. You don't need to wait ng matagal. Basta tingnan mo lang yung website na yon, malalaman mo real time kung nasa na yung bus. So kung siguro 2 stops away and it's 10 minutes away, so alis ka na rin if it's 10 minutes before the bus, or 15 minutes before the bus arrives. So very efficient. So ayun, no need to wait for a long time. Mahirap din kasi maghintay sa Tokyo kasi malamig nga yung weather. Baka naman ginawin ka sa kakaintay. So that's ang what I like about their bus system. And it's also very efficient. Sabi ko nga, kung ano yung sinabi niyang time, dun siya darating. So that's number 2, the bus system. Number 3 is definitely yung main mode of transportation sa Tokyo is the train system. Now, coming from Hong Kong, which also has a very efficient MTR system, if you go to Tokyo, it's kung sa Hong Kong is really very easy to grasp kasi kumbaga mga ilang lines lang siya. I think 5 to 10 lines lang, and it's parang isang flat na isang level lang siya. So what do I mean by that? Kasi sa Tokyo, it's kung yung Tokyo kung yung Hong Kong is one line lang, I mean one level lang. Sa Tokyo maybe it's 10 levels times 10. Ano yung sabihin nun? Basically yung train is subway, so nasa ilalim siya ng ground. So sa Tokyo, hindi lang isang basement 1. Meron pang basement 2, 3, 4, 5. So kumbaga patong-patong ang mga subway systems sa Tokyo. Sa Hong Kong, iisa lang. And sa bawat level na yon, there are about maybe ganun din, 5 to 10 lines na nakakonect. So imagine how many combinations of lines na iti-take mo, and it can get confusing at the start. So you really need to prepare if you're going to Tokyo. Aralin mo lang. You need to know where you're coming from, of course. At saka, where your nearest station is, and of course, ano ba yung destination mo? Saan ba yung saan mo gusto umabot? And once you know that, it's fairly easy naman to study using Google Maps. So Google Maps has been very helpful sa aming 6 days, and we wouldn't have survived Tokyo without Google Maps kasi you'll just enter there kung saan ka manggagaling and your destination, and then once you input that in Google Maps, lalabas doon lahat ng ways that you can reach. Kasi if it's a far destination, most likely maraming lipat-lipat yan. Pwede kang lumipat ng 3 or 4 na beses. But it's fairly easy. And again, efficient. Malalaman mo na kung kailan darating yung train. And usually, every 5 minutes may bagong train. So, hindi naman talaga ganun ka tagalang hintay. But be prepared, especially if it's rush hour. Like in the morning, siguro mga 8:30 to 9:30. And sa hapon naman, siguro mga 5 p.m. onwards. Talagang ang daming tao. I mean, wow, super, super dami. I can't even describe. I don't know, baka para siyang Divisoria on the day before Christmas, or maybe even 5-10 times that. So, ganun karaming tao. Tokyo is very ano ba tawag doon? Densely. Ano ba Tama ba? Basta very much populated ang Tokyo, and you have to prepare for that. And that's why the Japanese created a system para naman magkaroon ng sanity, and mawala yung chaos ng millions of people taking the train. And so far, I think it's working naman. So that's number three, the train system. So we're talking about the 16 things that I will miss about Tokyo. Number four is, of course, the food. And yun naman ang expected namin when we came to Tokyo, that food will be excellent, especially for us adults. Pero sa kids, we had to prepare them and tell them that you have to try new things kasi hindi rin sanay sila sa other cuisine like a Japanese cuisine. And definitely yung mga natikman ko is ramen. So 2 times ako nag-ramen. Hindi ako masyado nag-ramen dito sa Pilipinas. But yung natikman ko sa Tokyo, talagang wow, super sarap. It's very rich. Even yung laman niya, yung pork na kinain ko, and beef, ramen, super sarap talaga. And so nasabi ko nga kanina na madali lang naman mag-order is through a vendo usually. And magugulat ka, especially sa mga restaurants or ramen stations in ramen stores inside sa mga train station, walang upuan. Talagang standing up lang kasi maliit yung space. And yung mga tao, they're always rushing kasi nga they're going somewhere like to the office or going back home. So, a quick lunch lang. And alam naman natin ang mga Japanese are very hardworking people and they love their jobs so much. That's why minsan mabilisan lang talagang kain. And that's why nahirapan kami to find a place one time for lunch kasi nga stand up siya, so for the kids it's hard na nakatayo, so we ended up eating in McDonald's. So we somehow wasted one lunch na hopefully sana we have each all of our meals sa isang unique na Japanese place, but that's nga mahirap talaga because of the small spaces, and usually nga nakatayo lang or minsan mahaba ang waiting list. Ang bonus naman is we saw si Jadine, si James Reid and Nadine Lustre sa isang ramen place. Yung first na ramen place na nakita namin. Ang ano pa nga, ang nagulat kami kasi since pila nga for that ramen place, nung umalis kami, sila yung umupo sa kung saan kami umupo. So, pwede ko na sabihin na nag-iintay, parang pinilahan kami ni Jadine, kumbaga. I don't know how bad that sounds, but they were very gracious, and siguro nagulat sila na may nakakilala sa kanila. So, I'll share that photo. In fact, I already shared that sa Facebook, but I'll also share that sa freelanceblend.com. So that's number 4 thing. This is not arranged by rank. Random to, but I think number 1 ko na ma-miss talaga is food. But that's number 4 in my list. Number 6 is the fast internet connection. So yung sa house ng friend ko, average about 30 Mbps. So napakabilis talaga. And he was saying na mas mabilis pa nga compared sa Switzerland. And if you're going to Japan, make sure to bring a Wi-Fi device to bring around you when you go around, kasi Yun nga, sabi ko kanina, you need Google Maps. You need data to run Google Maps. You need Google Translate. You need to run Google Translate. You need to run yung maybe Viber or Messenger to message your other people while you're outside. So what we did is we ordered a Wi-Fi device tapos dineliver sa house ng friend ko. And when we arrived there, yun, nandun na sa house niya. But meron naman ng Globe and Smart dito that you can get from the airport. And it should be the same naman kasi yung data will be connected to yung ano tawag doon, yung mga telecom companies sa Japan. And at the same time, you don't need to turn on your data kasi mahal din if you turn on your your Philippine mobile connection sa Japan. So better to, so I think it's about, I don't know, 2,000 pesos for 6 days. So I may be mistaken. So mga ganon, I think. Okay, so that's number 5. I'll miss the internet, the fast internet connection. Now, number 6, this is more of an observation, not really a thing that I miss. I noticed na social media in Japan, they're more into, well, based sa mga nasisilip ko sa mga device nila sa yung mga Hapon doon, they're more on, most of them are using Apple devices. And that more Apple than Android. And Facebook then I think is huge there, Messenger, even Twitter pa rin, but nagulat ako na Instagram is not that popular. When you search for the stores sa Instagram, hindi lumalabas. And I think they're more Facebook, Messenger, or Twitter, or maybe yung mga names ng stores is in Japanese character. That's why hindi lumalabas. So, pero ayun lang observation ko about the social media habits of the Japanese. Number 7 would be shopping. There are plenty of unique stores na wala anywhere else, and I think it's just in Japan. So, excuse me, uminom lang ako. There's one like Daiso. I'm not sure, parang meron yata Daiso dito. So, it's like Japan Home dito, pero Daiso is bigger and mas maraming items. Usually, maraming 2 or 3 floors. It's scattered around Tokyo. So, yun yung isa sa mga shopping. Kasi, it's cheap. Kumbaga, I don't remember kung dollar or ilang yen siya. Baka 100 yen lang per. Kung para siyang dito yung 99 pesos store. So parang baka doon mga parang ganun 99. I don't remember kung magkano yung naging bill sa akin. But that's one of them. Another, kung magkapara nila parang Divisoria pero multi-level, yung Don Quixote. It's in Shibuya. So halo-halo, it's not just grocery. Parang I notice sa Japanese, hindi magkahiwalay yung grocery even sa clothing items. So parang ganun sa Don Quixote. Para siyang Divisoria type na mas mura yung mga bilihin, yung mga stuff. Kasi normally I noticed shopping like for branded items like shoes, yung mga Adidas, Nike, it's more expensive in Japan than in the Philippines. Na-compare ko talaga yung price. It's about 1,000 to 2,000 pesos more expensive in Japan. That's why hindi ako nakabili ng sapatos sa Japan. So yung mga stores like Daiso and Don Quixote, ito yung mga kumbaga mas murang mga items. There's also I like Nitori. So para siyang IKEA for medyo mas parang IKEA na Japan Home din. A bit more expensive than Don Quixote and Daiso, pero mas maganda yung look and feel ng store. So that's one. And of course, marami ding Uniqlo doon. I think a bit more cheap there than sa Pinas. Pero hindi ako masyadong nakabili kasi ayun nga, parang pareho lang. Another thing is apart from shopping is yung DIY, do-it-yourself stores. So that's number 8. I think I noticed na yung DIY is huge also in Japan. Naman natin na Japanese are also artsy and mahilig din sila sa crafts. That's why merong big multi-level store, 7 floors yata doon, na all about DIY stuff, mga craft. And since my wife really loves crafts, that's why pumunta kami doon. And the name of the store is Tokyo Hands, as in kamay. Kasi you use your hands like iba-iba like mga paper stuff, mga wood, na craft, mga model toys, iba-ibang klase talaga. And maganda lang, may coffee shop siya sa taas. So, nag-intay lang ako sa taas. So, but I love the look and the feel of that store, yung Tokyo Hands. And there are other smaller stores na DIY related din. Kasi I don't see a lot of them here sa Pinas. So, that's number 8. Now, number 9, if you notice sa US na Walang Ganyan episode vlog ko, I even talked about mga toilet stuff na wala sa Pilipinas. So ganun din sa Japan na napansin ko. They have, well, yung flush nila is parang automated. I mean, you press a button. Hindi siya sa may toilet bowl, but it's in the you'll see a picture of that in the blog post, pero kakaiba lang. And they also have warmers sa toilet seat na you can especially na malamig usually sa Tokyo. So pag upo mo sa toilet, syempre giginawin ka, so pwede mo i-turn on, meron ka pipindutin, tapos mag-warm siya. So that's something na different. And at the same time, para siyang bidet na alam mo yung may lumalabas sa tubig. So I won't get into much detail about that. But that's something unique na wala dito sa Pinas. Okay, number 10 is our temples. We visited 2 temples. One is gusto talaga makita ng son ko because we watched the movie, yung 47 Ronin, and pumunta kami sa Sengakuji Temple, which is the site, the graveyard ng mga warriors na yon. And kakaibang experience. It's very tranquil, very zen-like. So yun yung isa sa mga, of course, wala dito sa Pilipinas. And another temple, yung Meiji Temple. Pero sa totoo, we aren't able to reach a temple kasi mahaba yung walk. I mean, maybe it's 2 kilometers na talagang entrance lang yon na people stroll around. But medyo napagod kami. So, we didn't reach the main temple itself. But ito yung mga 2 things that we don't have here in the Philippines. Obviously, because of iba naman yung religion natin. Number 11, this is quite unique about Japan, yung automated na parking. So there are 2 types. Well, one of them is you go to a place like a shopping mall, and meron doon na you just leave the car sa isang platform, and then automatic aandar yung car mo. Merong kumbaga parang conveyor belt sa ilalim ng car na kumbaga papasok siya sa isang ano ba tawag doon? Basta mawawala siya para siyang garage. And based sa mga videos dun sa kung saan ka magbabayad for the parking, kumbaga yung parang nasa conveyor belt nga yung car, ipapark siya automatically sa certain places. Hindi mo na malalaman actually kung saan siya mapupunta. Kumbaga, it replaces the valet parking person. Automatic na siya talaga. And you'll see that in the video that I will share also. Another thing is also unique is sa may mga parking spaces din na yung kung saan ka magpa-park, nagla-lock yung sa ilalim, automatic na may tumataas na parang bar after you park, magla-lock siya, and then the only way you can unlock it is to pay the parking. So it removes the the yung person, yung like dito sa Pilipinas, yung nagtatanggap ng nagbibigay ng parking ticket, at saka yung cashier for the parking. So again, it's very efficient and magaling talaga, and I haven't seen that anywhere like in the US or in Hong Kong. So that's one of the amazing things that I will miss in Tokyo. So that's number 11. Okay, so we talked about the 11 things. So 5 more to go. Now, after the parking, number 11, number 12 naman is the walking and the biking is something that is huge in Japan. I will miss the walking. Kumbaga, dito sa Pilipinas, especially for my kids, they don't get to walk enough to make them fit, to kumbaga exercise na rin. And sa Japan talagang na-exercise kami every day kasi ang dami talagang walking, and hindi man ganun ka uncomfortable to walk around Japan kasi maganda yung weather, malamig. So yun yung mamimiss ko, na everything is easy to go to, walking. Yun nga, you can walk to a bus station, tapos bus station takes you to the train, or you can walk to the train station. And another thing is biking also is huge in Japan. Mas maraming nagbabike din around the city, and sa mga parking spaces, ang daming parking slots for bikes. Kasi people, mahal din ang gas, and to own a car, you don't really need to own a car kasi may train naman, so you can use a bike to park it sa train station. And that's why it's huge. And that's in relation to number 13, the 13th thing that I will miss, and upon observing the day-to-day existence of people in Tokyo, is what they call the mamachari. So mamachari is a bike that parents use to bring their kids to school. So yung mamachari, you'll see that in the blog and the video that I will share. It's basically a bike na merong upuan sa likod and upuan sa harap for children. And it seems na we all know that yung Japan is an aging population, but according to my friend, na lately parang ayan, kids or having kids is encouraged, the government has been encouraging the Japanese to have more kids, and that's why marami na ring bata din, and that's why ang dami kang makita na mommies driving their kids to school through a bike called mamachari, na meron usually dalawa pa yung dala niya with one bike. Minsan nga nakakatakot, na ano kaya, nakakatakot naman, baka mahulog yung bata, pero meron naman silang belt, seat belt, to protect them. But it's something interesting that I don't see even in the States and in here. At the same time, yung mga mamachari, I found out na meron pala siyang, kasi ang hirap nun, usually you will go to o pass by streets na paakyat, so it's hard to carry two kids, so baka mahulog ka pa. Kaya pala, yung mga mamachari are actually bikes na may engine. Na may engine siya na maliit that will help you pedal. May pedal pa rin yung bike, but the engines ng mamachari can make it easier for you to drive the bike, especially for yun nga, yung mga pataas na inclined na streets. So that's something that's unique in Tokyo that I saw. Number 14 that I'll miss is the cleanliness. Tokyo is really a clean city, and the unusual thing about that is kokonti lang yung trash cans. Again, it's a clean, so para siyang, it's contradicting, no? It's a clean city, pero kokonti lang yung trash cans around. So, saan napupunta yung mga trash? Saan tinatapon ng mga tao yung trash? And it seems that the Japanese take home their trash. They have bags or put them in their pockets. And ganun din ginawa namin because that's how Japanese love their country. That's how they're very conscious. Ayaw nilang mapahiya sa kanilang mga guests, sa mga visitors, sa mga tourists. And it's really fascinating that a clean city like Japan doesn't have enough trash cans around. Hindi mo talaga makikita. Talagang unless you go to a store na restaurant, syempre meron dong trash cans. Pero what the Japanese people do is they keep their trash. And we go to Japan, kung wala kang mahanap na trash, make sure na you have a plastic with you or a bag to keep your trash. So that's why Tokyo is a clean, very clean city. Sa ano rin, hindi lang sa surroundings, even sa hygiene ng Japanese people, they're very conscious. That's why I saw mga different types of masks sa isang store. The reason is hindi sa ayaw nilang mahawa. Kung may sipon sila or cough, ayaw nilang makahawa. They're very conscious about that. And sabi nga ng friend ko, it's yung sneezing in a public place is frowned upon. That's why they have masks para kung ma-hatching sila in a train, nandun lang, contained lang sa mask. And that's how, again, the Japanese people are conscious about hygiene and cleanliness. Another thing I noticed, when you pay for something, you don't hand the money to the cashier. Meron yung tray na aabot sa'yo. Doon mo iiwan yung pera. So it's in every store na may cashier. Talagang you put the money on the tray. Hindi mo basta-basta iaabot sa kanila. They won't hold that. At the same time, just like in the States, and unlike here, kung kumain ka sa fast food, you're expected to clean up. I mean, clean as you go. So wag kang mag-iiwan ng stuff sa table, and you will be makapagtingin ka ng masamang tingin ng mga Hapon kung gawin mo yon. So again, cleanliness is something that I will miss in Japan. And that's number 14. So we're down to our last two. Number 15. And this is something that I also noticed is purpose. Everything has a purpose in Japan. Everything makes sense. So case in point na even if it was our first time in Japan, and although ayun nga first day mo, you'll be amazed kasi you won't be, may mga signs na are in Japanese na you might get confused, especially if you are dyslexic. Baka ma-overwhelm ka. But especially for the trains, everything is hindi naman, although naka-Japanese siya, usually meron namang English translation. Kung walang English translation, instructions naman are in pictures. So if you notice, if you buy something na Japanese and may kasama instructions, may pictures naman. You just need to follow the pictures. And I'm happy to report na even if it's our first time there, hindi naman kami nawala. We didn't miss a train because of, it was somehow easy naman. Basta you keep in mind na yung ginawa ng mga Japanese, yung mga instructions for people who are not Japanese, for visitors, for tourists to understand din. And that's what I love about it, na they made sure na kahit sabi ko nga kanina na complicated yung kanilang train system, meron pa ring order. You just need to maybe first of all, wag kang magpanic. Just try to understand yung mga saan ba yung destination mo, ano yung kailangan mo sakyan na platform, kasi yun may mga apart from knowing kung anong line na sasakyan mo. So kunyari meron dong DT line, hindi mo alam kung saan ka sasakay, whether going to the north or going to the south. So meron yan, platform 1, doon ka maghihintay, or platform 2. So it's either 1 or 2. So you need to figure out whether 1 or 2 ka. But sa una, malilito ka. But once you understand, meron namang mga maps around na to help you. Basta alam mo na kung saan ka papunta, yung destination mo. Ngayon, kung nakasakay ka na, inside the train, meron namang map din telling you where you're going. If napansin mo na meron din namang English translation ng mga stops, if napansin mo yung nakalagay sa Google Maps mo, yung mga stops is the same as in kung ano yung nakasabi sa train, then you're on the right train. If mali, then you need just to step out and look for the right station. And again, good thing, hindi nangyari sa amin yun. We rode on the right trains. And again, coming from me na bago kami doon and we didn't have experience riding that train, hindi kami nawala. So if hindi kami nawala, most likely kayo rin, hindi naman kayo mawawala. So kasi think of it na everything has a purpose. And yung last resort nyo is marami rin namang information, mapagtatanungan na tao doon na usually they know English or they will use Google Translate to tell you in English naman kung hindi sila marunong mag-English. So don't worry if you're going to Japan, hindi kayo mawawala. Just don't panic, just take time to understand. And as the days go along, mas matututo na kayo, and the longer you stay, mas dadali na. Okay, that was number 15, purpose. Number 16 is the people. Miss ko yung the people in Japan. Of course, my friends who are there. I also met my college friend. In one time, we had lunch with his family naman. And of course, the Japanese people, I found them very respectful and friendly. If you're lost, talagang ituturo nila kung saan ka dapat pumunta. They will go out of their way. Ituturo ka nila kung saan ka talaga. As in, hindi nila, you go here, hindi nila ituturo sa map, talagang sasamahan ka nila. And in fact, I'm aware of that even before kasi I watch YouTube videos and read blogs about Japan before going there. And I can say na totoo yun, that they're very friendly and respectful. Ay nga conscious about cleanliness and even hardworking. Um, I noticed nga that a lot of them still have corporate jobs. Based sa na-observe ko sa train station, lahat sila going somewhere. And based on my talk with my college friend who's been there for almost a decade na rin, the Japanese are still more corporate, less entrepreneurial. But based naman sa sabi, when I posted in Facebook, may nagsabi rin naman na yung startup companies are starting to get traction and are being encouraged by the government. But siguro majority pa rin are working in the corporate environment. I'm not sure about their freelance the freelance space, the freelance industry in Japan. Wala akong na-meet na freelancer there. So I think we're ahead in terms of freelancing and startups maybe slightly ahead sila or even ahead kasi they have yung mga online platforms like yung Rakuten. Meron din silang Amazon Japan. Nasabi ng friend ko, online shopping, e-commerce is big in Japan because of the aging population. Yun nga, marami ng matanda and they'd rather stay at home and have things delivered to them. And mahirap din, kunyari it's a big item, mahirap din dalhin sa train kung wala kang kotse. So that's something na related to number 16 people. It's really an aging population. Ang daming kung napansin na matatanda, and I can see that they're probably 90 plus, 80, 90. May nakasabay kami sa isang grocery, maybe 100 years old. Talagang naka-bend na siya, pero still buying grocery stuff. So that's something surprising. That speaks to their health and their habits. Kasi nga siguro they've been used to walking, they're fit, and they don't live a sedentary lifestyle. That's why, and plus the food, more fish and vegetables, and that's why the talagang yung lifespan ng Hapon is long. And that's what I noticed, and that's what I will miss, and I am missing now that I am here back in the Philippines, and kami nga, you want to go back to Japan in the maybe next year. So yun, this is a long episode. I haven't done an episode like this in a while. I hope you enjoyed. So I'll just do a recap. 16 things I will miss about Tokyo. The vendors, number 1. 2, the bus system. 3, the train system. 4, food. Number 5, the internet, the fast internet. Number 6, social media. Number 7, shopping. Number 8, DIY stores. Number 9, automated toilets. Number 10, the temples. Number 11, automatic parking. Number 12, the walking and the biking. Number 13, the mamachari. The bike for moms. Number 14, cleanliness. Number 15, purpose. Everything has a purpose. Everything makes sense. Number 16, the people. All right, wow. Medyo nanuyo yung lalamunan ko, but it's all worth it, and I hope that if you're planning a trip to Japan, this helps, or hopefully I've convinced you to book a vacation in Japan and you won't regret it. Now, before I go again, I'd like to invite you to our Blenders Party, December 9, 5 p.m. at Union Bank Plaza. Go to join our Facebook group, freelanceblenders.com, and go to the pinned post. Look for the Blenders Party registration. Again, it's closing on November 18. And last but not the least, I just opened a new chat group. Again, yung messenger, we're limited to 250 people and ang daming hindi na makapasok. And I discovered just yesterday an app thanks to Mr. Nix Inigo, yung Telegram app. So if you're using Telegram, I created a group there. Ang limit ng Telegram for groups is 30,000 members. So I really would like you to join. So ngayon, makaka-join na talaga kayo. And I'll be there every day. Just go to freelanceblend.com/telegram. And then open an account. It's available for Android and iOS users. Meron din siyang desktop app for Windows or Mac users. So Telegram is the name of the app. To join the group is please go to freelanceblend.com/telegram. Okay. Before we go, I'd like to thank our sponsor, GoLance. I would like to say thank you to our friends at GoLance, especially to Mr. Michael Brooks, the founder of GoLance, who I actually interviewed before at episode 104 of the Freelance Blend podcast. Thank you for supporting Freelance Blend. And again, for you, dear freelancer, I highly recommend that you sign up at GoLance using my link freelanceblend.com/golance. That's GOLANCE. Now, signing up is so easy. Just sign up using Facebook or LinkedIn and you're ready to earn from the gigs being offered inside GoLance. What's great about GoLance is that you earn not just from the gigs but also by referring your friends to join the platform. So if you have many freelancer friends, just invite them to join GoLance using your special referral link, and then you earn 10% of the commission fee for the lifetime of all their contracts. Again, that's lifetime. Now that's so powerful. You can actually earn while you sleep. Again, please check out GoLance at freelanceblend.com/golance. Alright, so thank you again, GoLance. Now, thanks again. Hope to see you at the Blenders Party on December 9. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks again and peace to everyone. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Freelance Blend podcast. For more details about the show and our thriving freelancer community, please visit us at www.freelanceblend.com.